Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Claim Your Freedom breakthrough session for today. It is beautiful to have so many amazing, gorgeous, wonderful people in the house. I think we are all ladies today. Go the girls! So great to have you all here. We're probably going to have a few more people popping in as we go through today. So today is going to be an intensive. Okay, this is an intensive to get you the breakthroughs that you need to be able to get the results that you want, whatever that might be. And I've already made this announcement a couple of times. This is going to be going live onto YouTube. So anybody who is watching this on YouTube, make sure that you participate just as if you were here live on the call. So you do the tapping, you do the processes that I'm going to work with you, because that is the way to get the breakthroughs. Within the next 90 minutes, maybe 2 hours, depending on how many people want to work with me on this call, you could literally transform your entire life. You could completely change your trajectory. It just takes one breakthrough to change absolutely everything about your life. Well, all the stuff that you want to change about your life. Maybe not the good stuff, but if there's things that you want to change in your life, then by participating, the only way you're going to change it is by participating. So I'm going to take you through some processes. I'm going to be tapping live with people on the call today. And if you are watching the recording on YouTube, then tap along and be a part of the process to get the breakthroughs that you want, because in the words of the great Dr. Phil, this could be a changing day in your life. Are you ready for that kind of upgrade? Are you ready for an upgrade? Give me a hell yeah in the comments if you are ready for an upgrade in your life in the next 90 minutes to 2 hours. Who's in? Hell yeah. Valentina is ready. Melissa's definitely ready. Sally's ready. Beautiful blonde is yes. Christine is a hell yeah. Yes, people, let's go. Yes, we've got lots of yeses. All right. I love it. I love the fact that you are here to play full out. Okay. So now the first thing that you need to do is set your intention. I don't know if you have read the book, The Power of Intention by Dr. Wayne Dyer, the late, great, wonderful, amazing, beautiful guru who gave us so much during his lifetime. But his book, The Power of Intention, it was a great book. If you haven't read it, go read it. I'm reading it again. And the more work that I do, the more I realize that one of the biggest parts of any work, of doing any process, is your intention. So you can have an intention to, yes, I want to change my life. But if your subconscious mind has an underlying intention that goes, no, 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 it's not safe to change your life, darling. I'm going to protect you. It's okay. I've got the controls here. I'm going to let you think that you're in control. I'm going to let you think that you're going to change your life. But really, in the background, I'm just going to keep my foot firmly on the brakes, because I'm going to keep you safe. And this is what the subconscious mind does. That's why this work that we're going to do today is so powerful and so important, because if you're not getting the transformation and the changes that you want in your life, then it is your subconscious that is in the driver's seat that is going, nah, nah, we're not doing it. We're not going there. And this is why this work, doing the tapping and the work that I'm going to take you through today, is so incredibly powerful. So we're going to start with a process. No, we're going to start with setting your intention, actually, because I just spoke about that, didn't I? Getting ahead of myself. So firstly, what is your intention for the day? Why are you here? In the next 90 minutes to 2 hours, what is it that you would like to have a breakthrough with? So set the intention for this session and get very, very clear on what is it that you want during the next 90 minutes. Treat this session like you've just paid $1,000 to be here. What would be worth, because your time is worth way more than $1,000, by the way. So, what would be worth $1,000 to you today? What shift, what transformation, what breakthrough would be worth $1,000 to you? What would be worth $10,000 to you? Maybe you get a $100,000 breakthrough today. I don't know, but it's all up to your intention. I can help to facilitate a breakthrough for you, but you're in the driver's seat. It is your intention that is the catalyst for the change in your life. I and anything that I do cannot override your underlying intention. So get very clear. What kind of breakthrough would be worth $1,000 for you and your time today? If you have a pen and a pad, I'd like you to write it down. If you don't, if you can keep it in your head, all good. This is a critical part of this process. This is potentially the most important part of the process. Just give you another 30 seconds to write that down. Okay, we've got a few people typing into the chat. Lovely. To release my mindless spending and need for cola. Okay, we have a cola addiction in the house. Any resistance and block to receiving my abundance? If you'd like to share it in the chat, then feel free to clear my subconscious money blocks. Super cool. All right. Observing the thought, money doesn't grow on trees. Oh, it's my mother's voice, but I'm still observing this. Yeah, those things stick sometimes, don't they? Gain more knowledge and rememberings. Oh, I love that. Beautiful. We're always gaining more knowledge, more understanding, remembering who we truly are. Excellent. All right. So, thank you for sharing in the chat, by the way. It really helps with the engagement. So, now we're going to spend about the next 10 minutes uncovering some of your blocks. And it's not that hard, actually, to uncover your blocks. They like to hide. But if you ask the right questions, you can have the most incredible awareness and aha moments. So, I'm going to ask you a specific series of questions, and I'm going to leave you quite a gap. And I will continue to ask the same question over and over, because what happens is you start to get the surface answers, but then once you keep asking the question and asking the question, you start to get deeper answers and deeper realizations. So, so the first question is, whatever your intention is, whatever it is you want to create for your life, what is it that you want to create for your future and your life? That's the first question. What is it that you want to create in your future? What change do you want to see in your life? Get a really clear on what you want your future to look like. Okay. So the next question is, holding that vision for your future in your mind, ask your subconscious mind, what's slowing me down, standing in the way, and stopping me from achieving this goal? Ask your subconscious what's slowing me down, standing in the way, and stopping me from achieving this goal. What's slowing me down, standing in the way, and stopping me from achieving this goal? I just noticed. Oh my God, that's hilarious. My greyhound in the background, looking incredibly elegant. That, dear people, oh, she moved. I was going to say, that is how you roach. They call it roaching, as in cockroaching, greyhounds. Sorry for the interruption. I'm sorry, that was just hilarious. Um, what else is slowing me down, standing in the way, and stopping me from achieving my goals? Subconscious mind. What else is slowing me down, standing in the way, and stopping me from achieving my goals? Subconscious mind. What else is slowing me down, standing in the way, and stopping me from achieving my goals? So while you're continuing to sit with that question, somebody actually put it in there, and I don't know if you were being a bit amusing, but my husband. So there is nothing, if you have the right mindset, the right intention, then there is nothing and nobody who can stop you from achieving your goals. If you're projecting that onto somebody, then you are putting your power outside of yourself. You're giving your power away to something or somebody external. How's that working for you? It's time to take your power back and take control of your future. So, regardless if you were being amusing, I just wanted to address that. What else is slowing you down, standing in the way, and stopping you from achieving your vision, your goal, your dream, no matter how big it is? Just keep writing. Everything that comes to you, just pour it down onto that piece of paper. And if there is something that you feel external to you that is stopping you, ask yourself, why have I given my power away to this person or to this thing? Why have I made that decision to hand my power over to this person or entity or situation or circumstance or belief? Okay, next question. So, in relation to your vision, your goal, your dream, you will need to take specific action that will help you and support you to get from where you are right now to where you want to be, to achieve and to realize that kind of life or lifestyle or situation or experience or whatever it is that you want to achieve. So, in relation to taking that action, if you're not taking that action, what are you most afraid of? What are you most afraid of in the aspect of taking the action to achieve that dream? What are you most afraid of? Subconscious mind, What am I most afraid of? What are you most afraid of? Just keep writing. That's a big one. Afraid of being seen. It's a big one for a lot of people. What are you most afraid of? Ask the subconscious mind. What am I most afraid of? What are you most afraid of? What else are you afraid of? This is where the breakthroughs really happen. Once you get what you need to clear, the rest is easy. What else are you afraid of? So we've got some good answers that are being typed into the chat. Lack of motivation. So lost the drive and motivation. So if you've lost the drive or motivation, there's multiple things going on there. Either you've lost the motivation because you're not connected or you're not passionate about your vision. You haven't got a big why. So it's important that you sit down and you think about, well, why did I want to achieve this in the first place? Am I still passionate about this particular goal? Or there's a belief that's standing in the way, the belief that it's not safe, I'm not good enough, I don't deserve it. And that's quashing your motivation and stopping you from moving forward. Um, or you haven't got the right plan and the right strategy in place. So connect to the vision, see if there's, and make sure that it's a passion that this is really what you want to go for. Make sure that you are doing the clearing work to clear out the fears, the doubts, the blocks, the limiting beliefs. Put some sort of a plan in place so you can see the realization and the potential realization of that vision. Because what happens is we lose motivation because it's like there's this great big grand dream and vision out here in the ether somewhere. This is the future we want to create. But if we don't take deliberate steps and deliberate actions to create it, then it's just this thing that's hanging out there. It's meaningless. It's pointless. It's like, well, that'd be nice, but I don't know how. You don't have to know how. You just need to take the next most logical step. So it's progress that you want. You don't have to achieve that thing overnight, but if you make progress and you get closer, it's kind of like, huh, maybe this thing really is possible. You feel a little more connected to the outcome. You feel a sense of belief that's rising in you that's like, maybe I can achieve this great big thing that seems so impossible right now. All you need to do is make progress. Anybody who achieved anything great started exactly where you are. Doesn't matter when they started exactly where you are, but at some point they started exactly where you are. They were born into the same world with the same capabilities. They might have had a different environment, but they started where you are. Elon Musk had his birthday where he was completely, utterly, and totally useless. Elon Musk, at one point, was a useless child who had to rely on the people around him for his very survival. Couldn't feed himself, had to have somebody clean his bum and help him to poop. Same as you. All right. Um, Powerlessness, self-belief. Somebody's getting divorced. I hope that wasn't my catalyst. I hope I didn't crack that. Um, Afraid of being seen, not good enough, very, very common. Um, yeah, lost passion. Okay, all right. So if you have negative influences in your life, then it's time to rise above that. It's time to stop taking your cues from outside of you. If somebody has a negative opinion of you, somebody else afraid of being criticized. And why are you putting so much importance on anybody else's opinion of you? I know it's hard when it comes from a loved one, and I know that we have an investment in how others see us, how others think of us. But if you continue to put more emphasis on somebody else's opinion of you than on your desire to achieve your goals and dreams, then how do you think that's going to work out for you? If you're more afraid of somebody else judging you, criticizing you, putting you down, than you are of getting in and going for your goals and dreams, taking the risks, failing your way forward, are you ever going to get to your goal or dream? It's not rocket science. So, when would now be a good time to stop investing and putting so much emphasis on what anybody else thinks of you, on anybody else's opinion of you? And who the hell gave anybody else the right to judge you, criticize you, belittle you, condemn you, put you down, make fun of you, humiliate you? Who appointed them the person who has the right to put you down and make you feel like you're not worth it and you're not good enough? When would now be a good time to say F you? I'm not saying this. I'm not saying this to give you a hard time. I'm saying this to help you to realize that because it's so common. It's so common. And this is what crushes so many people's dreams because we're so afraid of what somebody else will think of us. We're so afraid of what somebody else might say. We're so afraid that we're not going to be accepted, that we're not going to be liked, that somebody might say something mean or nasty. I had an interaction on YouTube yesterday. It was funny because I was about to go on an absolute rant on a live on YouTube. I was about to go dark, man. This bird triggered me, and I admit it, she triggered me. And there's a reason for that. And I may still do a video on this because within the spiritual world, there is a dark side to the spiritual world where there's this spiritual ego that comes out. Yes, the ego's disguised as a mission. Um, the belief that we must wear a mask of purpose to be valuable, but what is true is you were never meant to carry what was never yours. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love that. But I've done a few videos on AI and how to use AI to really create wealth. And look, there's many different potentials with the AI, as there are many different potentials with everything. Okay. So there are some people who are like all what I was like in the beginning. Oh my God, it's Armageddon. AI, it's going to come and kill us all. Well, unfortunately, or fortunately, the genie's out of the bottle. So we ain't got no control over that shit anymore. Somebody else is in the driver's seat. And as a coach said to me about 2 years ago, take the win because you can use AI to your advantage so much. And I honestly think that if we use AI wisely, then it could be incredible for the future of humanity. It could also kill us all. But, I'm just going to have fun while I'm here, if that happens to be the case. So, but this woman just went at me about chasing money and it's a soulless pursuit and all this other stuff. And she was, yes, she was quite derogatory. And I just came back and I said, you do realize that your comment, and she was very spiritual, which bless her. And I said, you do realize that your comment is dripping with disdain and judgment, and said a few other things. And then she came back and she said, oh, well, if you feel judged, then that's your perception and you haven't healed your shadow self. I was like, excuse me? That's what triggered me. Not because I still don't have healing to do, not because I still don't have a shadow self that probably does need some freaking work. But I was like, this does my head in that spiritual people will put down other spiritual people to say, I'm better than you and I've done more work. And that mostly they don't even realize they're doing it. Nobody's better than anybody else. Some of us know different shit. Some of us have had different experiences. Some of us may be a little further down a certain path than anybody else, but we all still have freaking work to do, people. We all have work to do. The more work I do on myself, the more I realize I've got more freaking work to do on myself. It's like this never-ending labyrinth of dysfunction going on up here. None of us have it all figured out. None of us. We're all making it up as we go along. So, spiritual circuits. I like that one. And all I'm doing is putting myself out there to share my knowledge, my understanding, and hopefully help a few people along the way. And if somebody wants to shame me for that, then shame on them. But my point is, I don't effing care. Yes, she triggered me. She triggered me because I see this kind of bullshit going on all the time. And then she went and deleted her comments, by the way. So my rant never happened yesterday because she went and deleted everything that she put in there. But if I put too much emphasis in that woman's opinion, then I might just stop my YouTube channel. I might stop putting out content. I might stop wanting to help other people because I was like, oh, I feel so ashamed now because this person came in and belittled me and gave me a hard time and criticized me and said all nasty things about me. Whatever. Go hard. I don't care. I wasn't always like this, by the way. But I did work enough on myself to get to the point where if you have a negative opinion of me, go hard. It ain't penetrating. I don't give a shit. And I would love it for you to get to that place as well because that is so freaking liberating. You have no idea how liberating that is to be able to walk out there and be able to, people shooting things at you online everywhere else and go, whatever, whatevs, keep it coming. Like mirror bouncing back at them, which is what it is. So anyway, that's my little rant. We've got work to do today. So, a couple more questions. I hope these little rants are helpful, by the way. Um, uh, what is the downside of achieving your vision, your goal, your dream? What's the downside? And if you say, man, I want to build a multi-million-dollar business, there is no downside, but you're not making the kind of progress that you want or need to make, then your subconscious perceives there's a downside. Back in the darkness, back here, somewhere, your subconscious is going, it's not safe. I'm not good enough. I don't deserve it. Or some iteration of that. So, what is the downside of achieving your vision, your goal, your dream? Now, some of you have already come up with some really good ones. I'm not good enough. It's not safe. Afraid of being seen. Afraid of being capsized. First time I've ever heard it like that. It's actually a good phrase. Um, First, creation is never flawed. That is very true. So, what is the downside? Or let me reframe that because it'll be easier to connect to this question. What is the perceived downside of achieving your vision, your goal, your dream? What is the perceived downside? Everything is a perception. What is the perceived downside of achieving your vision, your goal, your dream? Loving some of these comments, by the way. Okay, what is the perceived upside of staying where you are? Similar question, but it will yield different answers. What is the perceived upside of staying where you are? It's comfortable, it's safe, it's familiar. You don't have to risk being judged by others. You don't have to risk failure. Yep, I'm safe where I am. Don't have to do the work. Classic. What is the perceived upside of staying where you are? Well, somebody said none, but if you're not making the progress, there is a perception in your subconscious that you are better off where you are than you are going for your dreams, and you are making the changes that you need to make because all of this requires change, remember, internal change. And your internal change will yield external change. Now, there could be a perception in your subconscious that that change is fraught with danger or disappointment. What if I'm really disappointed? What if my dream is not actually what I think it's going to be? Or what if I have to work too hard? What if I don't have any more time with my family because I achieved my dream and I'm so damn busy that I never see my family anymore? See, it's perception, not necessarily reality. Perception is not reality. I don't have to confront the ugly truth. I love that. I love that. I don't have to confront the ugly truth. Now this, Christine, this may not be you, but I'm just going to ask this question because it could be like our minds are such incredible labyrinths. Christina said, when I achieve my goals, I'll have more joy in my life. Do you feel like you deserve more joy? So do you see if the subconscious, and as I said, I'm not saying this is you, but for some people it could be, well, there is no downside to achieving my goals because I'll have more joy in my life. Do you feel you deserve more joy? Because if your subconscious has this thing that says, I don't deserve to be happy, I don't deserve to have more joy in my life, then guess what? foot's on the brake, even though you don't recognize it or know it. This is where this work is so powerful, and these questions are so powerful. All right, so we're going to get on with the work in just a moment, but I want to read this out from Sage. It's not about small improvements. It's about surrendering one version of yourself so you completely return to something from where you began. Let me read that again. It's about surrendering one version of yourself so you completely return to something from where you began. You were born to embody, not perform, to walk with presence, not pressure, to remember, not maintain an image. See, you guys are so freaking brilliant. Sometimes I feel just inadequate taking these classes. Like, what am I doing sitting here? Why are you taking the damn class? And you know what? I want you to take this on board because many of you are far more brilliant than I am. I'm just the one who've chosen to put myself in this seat. So never let any perception that you're not capable, that you're not good enough. You are brilliant. This is brilliant. The only reason I'm in this seat because I put myself here. I put my hand up and said, I'm going to do it. You can too. And I applaud you for having the courage to be here, by the way, because there are thousands of people on my list, and there are thousands of people who have even either missed the multiple emails that I've sent the last few days. They don't like my work, or they just don't have that. Well, or I mean, shit happens, life happens. Some might be busy, but many just don't have the courage to show up for themselves to do the work. Avoidance is a big one. Okay, so we are going to dive into actually doing some work now. I need some more water. Just a reminder, I'm going to ask for some volunteers. Just a reminder that this video is going up on YouTube. It will be public to anybody who wants to watch it. So that's the disclaimer. And so knowing that, who would like to come in and ask me questions or do some work? You can be free to turn off your video if you wish. But who would like to work with me? You can either put your hand up or just unmute yourself. Go for it. This is what I'm here for. Anybody? No, you've all got stage fright. Nobody wants to jump in. Gilna, good on you, Gilna. Okay,
Hello.
fantastic. Love your courage. How are you doing today?
Good, thank you.
Like your t-shirt, Phases of the Moon.
Yeah.
What else does it have underneath the t-shirt? Show us. Underneath the thing.
All the phases.
Ah, very cool.
Yeah.
I like that. Very nice. So, what sort of what did you realize? What awareness came up, and what do you want to work on today?
So I realized that for me, it's not safe to achieve my goals,
Okay.
and it has been coming back. I realized this.
Okay. And you said in the comments, you said I would have to face the ugly truth.
Yeah.
Okay. And is the ugly truth that it's not safe?
Um, yeah, so it's related to this.
Okay. So why do you feel like it's not safe?
Um, like for many reasons, I think it's related to the people around me and the consequences of what success might have on my life.
Okay. So what are you afraid of around the consequences of success and what will change in your life? Because as I said, there will be change. So what are you afraid of in relation to that?
Um, I think because like my vision is different than what is now, so it's gonna change. Um,
Let's just start here. So
So
everybody
hard.
tap along. Everybody please join in, tap along. Let's just start here and we'll work our way through this. So just repeat after me, Gilna. And everybody repeat as well. Even though I'm afraid of change,
Even though I'm afraid of change,
I deeply and completely love and accept all of me.
I deeply and completely accept all of me.
Even though I have a fear of the unknown
Even though I have a fear of the unknown,
and I feel comfortable where I am,
I feel comfortable where I am.
I deeply and completely
I deeply and completely
love and accept all of me.
love and accept all of me.
Even though I have this fear of change
Even though I have this fear of change
and this fear of the consequences that come with change,
and the fear of the consequences that come with change,
I deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway.
I deeply and completely love myself anyway.
Okay, tapping through the points, starting with the inside of the eye. This fear of change,
This fear of change,
this fear of negative consequences,
this fear of negative consequences,
this fear of the unknown.
this fear of the unknown.
What if I don't like the results?
What if I don't like the results?
What if I'm disappointed when I achieve my goal?
What if I'm disappointed when I achieve my goals?
What if I'm worse off when I achieve my goal?
What was that?
What if I'm worse off when I achieve my goal?
What if I'm worse off I achieve my goal?
What if I'm not happy when I achieve my goal?
What if I'm not happy if I achieve my goal?
I mean, it's sort of comfortable where I am.
Sort of comfortable where I am.
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
this fear of change.
this fear of change.
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
this fear of the unknown.
this fear of the unknown.
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
this feeling that it's not safe.
this feeling that it's not safe.
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
this fear of negative consequences.
this fear of negative consequences.
Change brings lots of uncertainty.
Change is about certainty.
If my life changes,
If my life changes,
I don't know what it's going to look like.
I don't know what it's gonna look like.
But it could be a lot better than where I am.
It could be a lot better than where I am.
And if I don't like it,
If I don't like it,
then I'm not a tree.
no, not a tree.
I can move.
I can move.
I can make new decisions.
I can make new decisions.
I can go, this sucks.
I can go, this sucks.
So I'm going to change again.
So I'm going to change again.
Because the truth is, everything changes.
Because the truth is, everything changes.
And I'd rather be to be in the driver's seat
I'd rather be in the driver's seat
than allow change to happen to me.
than allow change to happen to me.
So I choose to embrace change.
I choose to embrace change.
I choose to embrace the uncertainty.
Choose to embrace the uncertainty.
I choose to risk the fear of the unknown.
I choose to risk the fear of the unknown.
I choose to see it as an adventure.
I choose to see it as an adventure.
I'm excited about the change.
I'm excited about the change.
I mean, it might suck,
I mean, it might suck.
but it might be really amazing.
It might be really amazing.
And if it sucks, I'll choose something else.
If it sucks, I'll choose something else.
If I don't like what I've chosen,
If I don't like what I've chosen,
I can choose again
I can choose again
because I'm the creator.
because I'm the creator.
So I choose to embrace change.
So I choose to embrace change.
Okay, deep breath. All right, so what's coming up for you? What are you really afraid of in relation to change?
So first, I think also I have fear of failure because I feel that if I fail, then I will have to find another job and I will lose
Ah,
that
okay.
freedom again. And I don't want that.
Okay. All right. I think now we're getting to the heart of it. All right.
Uh,
Tapping through the points. This fear of failure,
Fear of failure,
this shame that comes with failure.
this shame that comes with failure.
I can't imagine if I have to get another job.
Can't imagine if I had to get another job.
If I fail at this business venture
If I fail at this business venture,
and I have to get a job,
I'll have to get a job.
I'll feel like the smallest person in the entire world.
I feel like the smallest person in the entire world.
I feel so ashamed.
I feel so ashamed.
It will be really hard if I have to go back and get a job.
It will be really hard if I have to go back and get a job.
What if I fail and I don't make enough money?
What if I fail and don't get enough money?
That will mean I'm a failure.
It will not mean failure.
The shame and humiliation that comes with failure.
The shame and humiliation that come with failure.
But if I don't do anything,
If I don't do anything,
then I can't fail.
then I can't fail.
I'll be stuck in this life for the rest of my life,
Be stuck in this life for the rest of my life,
but at least I won't have failed.
but at least I won't have failed.
And it means I'll have to get a job anyway.
This means I'll have to get a job anyway.
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
this fear of failure.
this fear of failure.
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
thinking that that experiencing thinking that experiencing failure
thinking that experiencing failure
means I'm a failure.
means I'm a failure.
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
all the stigma I've attached to failure.
all the stigma I attach to failure.
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
feeling like a failure.
feeling like a failure.
Failure is a part of the process.
Failure is a part of the process.
Failure doesn't say anything about me.
Failure doesn't say anything about me.
It doesn't become a part of my identity.
Doesn't become a part of my identity.
I don't become what I ate for breakfast.
I don't become what I ate for breakfast.
So if I fail, it doesn't mean I become a failure.
So if I fail, it doesn't mean I become a failure.
If I fail, it just means that I had a go and it didn't work.
If I fail, it just means that I had a goal and it didn't work.
And that's okay.
And that's okay.
Because I know not everything I do will work,
Because I know that not everything I'll do will work.
but I'll learn something.
I'll learn something.
And I love learning.
And I love learning.
Failure is just a process of learning.
Failure is just a process of learning.
And I love learning.
And I love learning.
So I choose to love failure.
I choose to love failure.
Because failure is progress.
Failure is progress.
To make progress, I have to fail.
To make progress, I have to fail.
So I destroy, uncreate, and delete
So I destroy, uncreate, and delete
all these negative beliefs about failure.
all these negative beliefs about failure.
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
all these negative beliefs about failure.
all these negative beliefs about failure.
I destroy and uncreate and delete this fear of failure.
I destroy, uncreate, and delete this fear of failure.
I choose to embrace failure.
I choose to embrace failure.
I choose to see it as learning.
I choose to see it as learning.
And I'm ready to fail my way forward.
And I'm ready to fail my way forward.
Okay, deep breath. Now, I learned something a couple of weeks ago on Dan Martell. So there's this guy on YouTube called Dan Martell. And he does great videos, by the way. And he was saying, you're not actually afraid to fail. You're afraid of somebody else seeing you fail. So if
Mhm.
nobody else was observing what you do, would you still care as much? Again, it's putting the emphasis and your power outside of you and worrying about the opinions of others and how you'll look to others. Now, there are no guarantees with whatever it is that you're going to do. And if temporarily you're financially challenged and it means that you have to go and rely on somebody else to give you a paycheck so you can start again and you can, well, not even start again, so you can keep going, then where's the shame in that? Do you realize I did not know this? I learned yesterday while I was listening to a YouTube video that Henry Ford, when he had this idea to build the motor car, he had all these investors that gave him all this money. Do you know what happened? He failed miserably. He lost all their money. Then nobody would give him money. And he found some crazy guy who went, okay, I'll back you. Here's another however many hundreds of thousands of dollars or whatever it took. Guess what happened? He failed again. Like miserable failure. Terrible. Lost all the investors' money. Didn't happen. The dude had the audacity to go back, cap in hand, and start asking everybody he knew. And this guy said he found some crazy Scottish guy who said, yep, okay, I'll give you more money. And then it was successful. But the guy was willing to crash and burn as many times as it took to achieve the result. Similar kind of story, Elon Musk, when he started SpaceX, and he'd sold PayPal for like $100 million. I think he sold it to Google. And so he had all this money to invest in SpaceX and Tesla. And he had worked out the numbers and told his engineering team and his manufacturing team that he had enough money to fund 3 launches. All 3 failed. So this is, hundreds of millions of dollars of investment, not only from him, but from investors and all the rest of it that have gone into this. And he went back to his team and he said, we have one more crack. He said, I have enough money, just enough money to give this one more crack. If this fails, we are done. SpaceX is over. It worked. So if you think about, you put that in the context of what you want to achieve. I mean, if Elon Musk had failed the first time and went, oh, it's all too hard, I'm just going to go and get a job somewhere, we would not have the incredible SpaceX and what it's doing. I mean, Elon Musk's team went and bought back the crew from the space station that were up there for months and months and months. Without him, they could still be stuck up there. So the consequences of him just walking away were greater than him taking the risk and going one more time. So how many times are you willing to go all in to make this your reality? Are you committed with a can do, no matter what, whatever it takes kind of attitude? Because if you are, then failure doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm committed.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. How do you feel
I
about
think I
failure
have
now?
years that were stopping me, but I have to work on this year.
Okay. So where is your fear of failure right now?
Yeah, so the tapping, it helped a lot. I
Okay.
feel, yeah, more at ease now.
Okay. Awesome. So if the fear of failure raises its ugly head again, work your way through it. Just go, well, what am I really afraid of? What am I really afraid of? If I fail, it means because everything is a story and everything is perception, and it's all a
Yeah,
lie. Whatever is holding you back is a damn lie because failure means nothing about you except that you had the tenacity, the audacity to give something a crack that 99% of people won't do because they're too damn scared.
yeah,
Remember,
exactly.
you're here. There are thousands of other people who could be on this call, but they're not. You are. What does that say about you?
Yeah,
Own that. It means you're committed to your growth. It means you're committed to the journey. It means that you're committed to get to achieving the success. It means that you will show up for yourself. You will show up for your goals and dreams. And that is freaking priceless, Gilna. I really want you to understand that.
yeah, yeah, you're right. This, I always miss this point.
And you keep showing up on the other calls that we have in the Online Business Academy in the school. You keep showing up for those calls. And that I commend you.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have what it takes. Believe it. Go all in and screw anybody who has any bad opinions. And if, the first attempt doesn't go all that well, and you have to suck it up and go back and get a little job for a little while just to keep things going, meh, so be it. It's not the end.
yeah,
Okay?
yeah, you're right.
You've got
Thank
you've
you.
got this. I know, I'm always right. I keep telling my husband that. Um, love your work. Okay. Thanks for being here. Thanks for having the courage to jump on with me. All
Thank you.
right. Who's next? Oh, Valentina, are you on a call at 4 a.m.? Gosh, see? That's commitment. Woohoo! Love it. That's amazing. I commend you for that. Sending you love right back at you. Okay, who else? Come on. Come on. Who's got the courage? Put your hand up. Come in, do the work. Be brave. Promise I won't bite. If I do, I won't bite too hard. I promise not to break the skin. Okay. All right. No, everybody else has got stage fright. I know it's a bit
I'll
confronting.
go.
Oh, who's that? Where'd that come from?
Melissa.
Hey, Melissa. There you are.
Hi.
How you doing?
Yeah, how are
Thank
you?
you. Good. I love to play. Thank you for having the courage. I understand. I give everybody a pass because it's particularly when this is going to be going onto YouTube. I understand that you may not want to come onto camera and work with me. So, um, all right. What would you like to work on today, Melissa?
I'd like to work on my subconscious money blocks.
Okay, so in the exercises that we did earlier, what did you uncover around your money blocks?
Um, uh, I think there's I don't know. I feel like I keep, I guess, doing the same things, and I try to do other things, but I feel like I don't know. It's
O-
difficult. Like because like mm,
So when you say you keep doing the
when
same things, do you mean you keep doing the same things that aren't getting you the results? Or
yeah.
Or you feel
Like
like they should
I
be getting you the results?
no. Like I feel like I've tried to, for example, save more money, for example.
Hmm.
And I'll do that for a while and things are going well, and then big expenses come up. And then I'm, it takes me back, and then okay, I'm building again, and then something else happens, and I don't know.
So you're self-sabotaging.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Because sometimes I
So
don't
what
know.
does
Sometimes I feel
abundance look like to you?
so that would be like being able to do things like travel or, have like a spa day or, plan different things that require money. But then other things pop up and, I just seem to not be able to do those things. Like the last time I
Okay.
went on a vacation, like on a plane, was 2010.
Okay. And that's because you have other priorities for your expenses. Other
Um,
priorities for your money, I mean, other priorities for your money financially.
well, like my money that I would use, like I'm trying to build up to do these things, have to go to other things like fixing my car
Well, doesn't have
or,
to.
well, I
You
guess not. I
you
guess I
could
can
you
leave my
could
car
not
sitting there,
you could not fix your car and go, screw it, I'm going to Hawaii.
I guess. Or, paying for the roof over my head and other stuff.
Ah, that'll take care of itself. Go and surf a few couches. The holiday's much more important. I'm only saying that because I get it. You don't have the resources at this point to make all the choices that you want to make. But
Right,
everything is still a choice and it's what you choose to prioritize. So the responsible way to prioritize the resources that you have is to fix your car, is to pay for the roof over your head, is
right.
to keep feeding yourself. The
Yeah.
irresponsible choice, which could potentially um, earn you condemnation from somebody else in your life, would be, you know what? Screw all that shit. I'm done being responsible. I want to go to Hawaii and I'm just going to let the rest figure itself out when I get back. And you could go to wherever you want to go. You could just go, I'm going to take this money, I'm going to do what the hell I want with it. So there is no have to. There is choices that we have. And if you are being restricted in your choices, then that sucks.
Yeah.
So you no longer want to be restricted in your choices. What do
Yeah.
you perceive is the downside to you having this abundance of money where you no longer have to make sucky choices with the money that you have?
Um, I guess it would be like fear of, I don't know, like fear of, I guess, what other people would say, or of actually being able to do these things, and then I do the things, and I'm maybe disappointed, or I'm like, okay, well, I can do all these things now, and maybe not be happy. I don't know.
Okay. All right, close your eyes. Take a deep breath. I want you to project yourself into a future where money is no object. You have all the abundance of money that you want. Everybody do the same exercise, by the way. You have all the abundance of money that you want to be able to do whatever it is that you want to do. What choices are you making? What are you doing differently? How does your life look now? How does it feel to be able to choose to do whatever the hell you want to do with no restrictions on yourself financially? How does that feel?
Feel It feels pretty good. I can do like what I want. I can have what I want. I can, share it with friends and family and do lots of fun experiences.
Okay. So tell me a little bit more. I want you to get really clear about what kind of experiences you will choose in this reality.
Like traveling different places,
Give me a place, any
taking
place. Give me a place.
Italy,
Italy.
traveling to Italy.
Okay.
Yes.
What is it that really appeals to you about Italy?
I want to eat and drink all the food and drinks there and see different place. I haven't been to Europe yet, so it'd be great to go there. And it's one of the places I've always wanted to go.
Put yourself there now.
Hmm.
How does it feel to be in this beautiful European city with all the old buildings and the history and the beautiful artwork? And how does that feel?
Feels exciting, something new, and like I said, something I've always wanted to do. I bring friends with me, and yeah, it'd be great. I'd be there and I'd be like, wow, like
Okay.
I'm actually here.
So tell me something else apart from traveling to Europe and these beautiful cities. Tell me something else, some other experience that you will be able to afford that really lights you up.
Oh. Like going to concerts, like traveling different places, like going to Vegas and going to the Sphere, um, like just traveling different places to um, see concerts. I used to go to concerts.
See, you don't
Um,
need a car because you just want to travel for the rest of your life. Forget the car.
well,
Just start doing what you want to do. Just travel. The car will gather dust and sit there not working for the next 10 years while you just travel the world. So, when you come back after you've done all this traveling, what does your life look like? The car's fixed. You've got a new car. It's a
hmm.
beautiful car. Runs
Yeah.
beautifully. Never misses a beat.
Hmm.
Where are you living? What are you doing? How does life look back in your home?
Um, I'm living in a nice house right by the water. Um, I have a little dog again.
Hmm.
Um, I have
What kind of
friends
dog?
and
Tell me what kind of dog.
um, I don't know, like a little toy something. I like little dogs, little cute dogs.
Okay, like a little, a little, what do they call them? Spoodle, spaniel
Yeah,
crossed with a
maybe.
poodle, or a,
Yeah, or
yeah, something
something.
like
Yeah,
that.
something little
Okay.
and cute. Um, I would entertain and have people over. Um,
What kind of people?
my friends, I'd have family over. We usually um, well, anyway, I'll um, yeah, have them all over. Get a private chef to like, make a wonderful meal for everybody. That would be nice.
How does that feel?
And I'm
Put yourself in that position right now. You're entertaining your friends, your
Mhm.
family. You have a private chef taking care of everything. Somebody else is cleaning up. You don't have to do shit. You just sit there and drink wine and get crazy down with your friends. How does that feel?
It feels fun. It feels exciting, and I just love to, treat my friends and family. Um, and I just like see the looks on their faces,
Mhm.
and you know, eating and drinking yummy food and drinks, and spending time together, having fun.
Check in with yourself in this environment. How do you feel internally? What are the emotions that you have?
Joy. pride, warmth,
Keep going.
excitement,
Mm.
mm, contentment, safety.
Ah, there you go. Okay. Taking a deep breath and embody that state of being. You've now identified it. You felt it. Embody that state of being right now. Breathe it in. Integrate it. This version of you. This future exists. It is one of the many potential places and outcomes that are available to you. It's the choices you make from this point forward that will determine not just if you get there, but when you get there. So if you lock in this future vision for yourself, this new identity, feeling these emotions, just lock it in. Anchor it. Decide right now that this is your future. Just decide, this is my future. And nothing and nobody is going to stand in the way. I'm going to back myself all the way. I'm going to make this non-negotiable because this future already exists. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to get there. Taking a deep breath. And as you come back into this present moment, bring back with you that feeling of joy, excitement, the generosity, the happiness, the laughter, the certainty, feeling relaxed, feeling safe. Bring it all back into this present moment right now. That is a state of being. You just created it. So be in that state right now. It's a vibration. It's a frequency. So as you take a breath, now I want you to ask the subconscious, what's the block? What's the fear? This already exists. What is the block and what is the fear that is stopping me from taking these steps to experience this as my reality? What's the block?
Both the fear of failure and the fear of success.
So tell me more about the fear of failure. What is it about failure that you have decided is not worth the risk?
I guess failing in the past and experiencing that disappointment, feeling like sure, like sometimes I felt sure, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna achieve this, whatever it might be, and I don't. And it's like, oh, okay, how did I feel like I could do it, but I still couldn't, you know?
Okay. So that is the so that's the malady, that is the experience, but what is the cause? So you have this, and the reason I got you to do that exercise was because I felt that there was a lack of specificity around your vision, like a lack of clarity. And I really wanted you to get absolutely clear about what that would look like. So you have something to attach to, and then you could feel the feelings associated with that. Because everything is a state of frequency and vibration, a state of being. So now that you have like a diagnosis, okay, so you've just diagnosed yourself and said, well, I've tried and then I fail. And what's stopping you from trying again?
I guess fear and as well as like
Fear of what?
fear that I can't do it.
Okay. Is that true? Just say, I can't do it. Is that true?
No.
How do you feel when you say, I can't do it?
Um, really deflated.
Okay. Who would you be without the thought, I can't do it?
Someone who takes more risks.
Okay. And what if you take more risks and it doesn't work out?
Well, I'd be disappointed, but I can try again.
Is failure a terminal state?
No.
Okay. So what happened if you tried and failed 10 times, 20 times? What happens?
I guess it would just be, how I felt. But it doesn't mean I should give up.
Do you think you might have learned something through all those failures?
Yeah.
So do you think you might have evolved a bit throughout all those attempts?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. Do you know shit now that you didn't know when you started? The first time you ever attempted it?
Yes,
So you have data.
I do.
That that data is pretty valuable.
Yeah.
Don't do that shit again. Now, I know there's some subconscious stuff going on in the background as well that you feel keeps sabotaging you. So we can do some tapping around that. But um, Edison, he said, I didn't fail 10,000 times to create the light bulb. I found 10,000 ways it didn't work. Then I found one that did. So if he'd stopped after 1,000 times, I don't know, we might still be sitting in the dark. Somebody else probably would have created the light bulb, but you get my point.
Yes.
Um, so all right, let's do a little bit of tapping. So start by tapping on the side of the hand. Even though failing's disappointing
Even though failing is disappointing
and emotionally tough,
and emotionally tough,
I deeply and completely love and accept all of me.
I deeply and completely love and accept all of me.
Even though I have this knack for sabotaging myself financially,
Even though I have this knack of sabotaging myself financially,
because I'm afraid to really go for my dreams,
because I'm afraid to really go for my dreams,
because I'm afraid to fail.
because I'm afraid to fail,
I deeply and completely
I deeply and completely
love and accept all of me anyway.
love and accept all of me anyway.
Even though just as I get ahead,
Uh, sorry, even though or
even though just as I get
oh,
ahead,
Even though just as I get ahead,
some really annoying thing happens
some really annoying thing happens
and takes all the money that I put aside.
and takes all the money I put aside.
And it's really frustrating.
And it's really frustrating.
I deeply and completely
I deeply and completely
love and accept all of me.
love and accept all of me.
Okay, tapping through the points. This fear of failure,
This fear of failure,
this fear of disappointment,
this fear of disappointment,
this frustration of not being able to get ahead,
this frustration of not being able to get ahead,
just when things are going the way I want,
just when things are going the way I want,
shit happens and it all goes away.
shit happens and it all goes away.
And it's really frustrating.
And it's really frustrating.
And it's really disappointing.
And it's really disappointing.
And I'm really sick of this cycle.
And I'm really sick of this cycle.
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
all this frustration.
all this frustration.
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
this fear of failure.
this fear of failure.
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
this fear of looking like a twit.
this fear of looking like a twit.
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
this fear of it all going horribly wrong.
this fear of it all going horribly wrong.
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
this fear of it not working out.
this fear of it not working out.
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
this fear that my success will not make me happy.
this fear that
My,
success,
my
my
success
success
will
will not
not
make me happy.
happy. That's it. I destroy, uncreate, and delete
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
all these bullshit stories I keep making up
all these bullshit stories I keep making up
to stop me from really making progress.
to stop me from really making progress.
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
this fear that I'm not good enough.
this fear that I'm not good enough.
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
this fear that I don't deserve it.
this fear that I don't deserve it.
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
I destroy, uncreate, and delete
all these stories that are standing in my way.
all these stories that are standing in my way.
I know I'm perfectly capable.
I know I'm perfectly capable.
I know that as long as I keep trying,
I know that as long as I keep trying,
that the end result is inevitable.
that the end result is inevitable.
As long as I never give up,
As long as I never give up,
achieving the success that I want is inevitable.
achieving the success I want is inevitable.
Short-term failure is just a part of the process.
Short-term failure is just part of the process.
So I choose to back myself all the way.
So I choose to back myself all the way.
I love this vision for my future.
I love this vision for my future.
I choose to feel happy and content now,
I choose to feel happy and content now,
knowing that I will create this future.
knowing that I will create this future.
I can,
I can,
I will,
I will,
I must.
I must.
I can create this future.
I can create this future.
I believe in myself.
I believe in myself.
Okay, so it hasn't worked out yet.
Okay, so it hasn't worked out yet.
I haven't even begun to try.
I haven't even begun to try.
Even if I fail another 100 times,
Even if I fail another 100 times,
I will get back up and I will go again.
I will get back up and go again.
Because if I don't,
Because if I don't,
I will never achieve this amazing life.
I will never achieve this amazing life.
And I will stay stuck here forever.
And I'll stay stuck here forever.
Stuck in limbo for eternity.
Stuck in limbo for eternity.
That's not acceptable.
That's not acceptable.
So I choose to try and fail until I succeed.
So I choose to try and fail until I succeed.
Because that's a part of the process.
Because that's a part of the process.
And I choose to know, and
Sorry?
I choose to know
And I choose to know
I can achieve anything I put my mind to,
I can achieve anything I put my mind to,
no matter how long it takes.
no matter how long it takes.
Okay, deep breath. Okay. So the little sabotages that you're experiencing is just your fears coming up and going, oh, no, 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 she's getting close. We better have shit go happen over here, and stops you. Now, your finances, it's all about your priorities. And there was another guy I was listening to on YouTube yesterday. I listen to a lot of YouTube. There's another guy I was listening to on YouTube yesterday, and he was sort of doing a live call with a guy. And um, this guy was saying, oh, I need funds to start my business. And this guy who's, built multiple multi-million dollar businesses said, okay, so why have you only got a small amount of finances? You have a good job, you're getting paid well. Said, oh, because I just bought a house. Okay, so how much money did you put into buying the house? Said, oh, I needed 15,000 for the deposit. He said, that's the money that you needed to start your business. So he said, it's done now, but he said, what if you had backed yourself? And I'm not saying like if you have a mortgage, then, a mortgage is an asset, actually. A lot of people have this negative thing about a mortgage. A mortgage is an asset because in today's world, it's much harder to get finance. So if you have a mortgage on a property, then it's an asset that you can leverage for other things. And he was asking him, do you have any equity in that house? And blah, blah, blah. But I was quite shocked because I have this perception and this programming as well. Oh, you have to buy a house. And what this guy was saying was, oh, well, if you took that money, invested it in business, gave it everything you had, you'd probably be able to make 10 times what you're making in your job. And then the house is a no-brainer. So it's the way I'm only telling you this story because it's the way we prioritize our finances and our money. So I understand that you might want to go on a great trip and have a nice trip and you haven't had a holiday in 15 years. I get that. But how about you take whatever finances that you have, you prioritize putting it into whatever venture you want to build. You make 6 figures, 7 figures, then you can have whatever damn holiday you want. How does that feel when you think of it that way?
That feels good. I mean, that would be great.
Okay, so it's all about prioritizing. It's all about dream building. It's all about believing in yourself. It's all about going in and giving it a crack until you succeed.
Right.
So, how does that feel from where you were at 20 minutes ago?
It feels much better. Um, yeah, it's a different way to look at it.
Different perspective? Perspective is
Yes.
powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the question is, what are you going to do from this point forward? What's the next step for you with the resources that you have? And you don't need a lot. How do you make progress today to get closer to your dreams?
I need to sit down and look at my finances and see how I can kind of reorganize or prioritize things.
Okay, all right.
See how I can do that.
Do you have a friend of a friend who could maybe fix your car in the short term?
Mm, no, but right now it's fixed, but
Oh, okay. So you've had to
yeah,
fix the car and you fixed the car. Okay,
yeah.
fair enough. All right. So look at your priorities, reprioritize your spending, see where you can maybe funnel a little bit more funds into this new 6 figure, 7 figure, billion-dollar venture that you're going to build that's going to give you the ability to maybe even go on the best possible holidays for your business, and you can charge everything back to the business and you don't have to spend money on travel. So this is a good thing about having a business, the ways that you can spend that income. So and start to prioritize those things that are going to make you the most progress the fastest.
Okay.
Okay, any
Mhm.
question?
Um, I don't think so right now.
Okay,
It might come to me.
all right, super cool.
All
All
right.
right,
Well, thank
thank you
you.
for having the courage to drop in and play with me.
Yeah,
Um,
thank you.
I would love to hear how you progress from here and what happens. Um, okay, so before we move on, I still want to do some work with you today, but I do want to tell you and give you an opportunity to share with you a new program that I have coming up. So, um, this program is just going to take me 5 minutes. Hopefully, you can see my computer right now. So, if you're enjoying this, if you're getting value out of this, if you want to be able to work with me on an ongoing basis, this is a new program that I've created called Thrive. If you decide to join me, you will be the first people to go through this incredibly powerful course. It is a 6-week coaching intensive where we will work on getting more clarity on your vision, your mission, your purpose, as well as how to monetize your genius, your superpowers, your gifts, your talents, so you can really live your passion and do what you came here to do and be incredibly wealthy and successful from it. What your unique wealth formula is, so how you put all the pieces together so you have certainty around how to create that financial outcome that you want while having the impact that you want at the same time. I'm also going to help you to have a look at AI and how to use AI to accelerate your wealth creation. Now, I don't know if you can see that background there. I literally created that. I just love AI in so many ways. And yes, there are downsides. I am not denying there are downsides to artificial intelligence. I get it. But I literally created this in 5 minutes. I had AI create that background for me in 5 minutes. So I'm going to show you the different tools, the different ways to use AI to accelerate achieving your goals in so many ways. And like AI has really given us so much leverage and so much ability to make progress so much faster, but you need to know how to use it. So I'm not an AI expert, but I do have enough knowledge to be able to show you how to utilize it that's going to blow your freaking mind. I'll help you to create a strategic action plan to really accelerate your progress and work with you to develop an unstoppable mindset. So, what's included and clearing your money blocks to money, wealth, and abundance? What's included? You get 2 weekly live calls with me for 6 weeks. So that's 12 coaching calls. It's an intensive with me for 6 weeks. And no, they will not be going live on YouTube. The wind's just picked up here dramatically. 3 months access to the online business academy. I'm not going to show you that now, but it's a very cool platform where you get to connect with the community. You get access to exclusive downloads within the community. There is specific training or pre-recorded training in there on how to build an online business. You get 2 live coaching calls with me a month. So you're going to be getting 12 coaching calls with me over this 6 weeks. Then for another 6 weeks, you will get another 3 calls with me. If you think that would be valuable, then this could be something that's really for you. Connection to a like-minded community. School is a social media platform. Within that little container, there are other people who are also going for their goals and dreams, as well as people within this course. You can ask me questions anytime through the platform. And you get exclusive downloads to retrain your brain for money, wealth, and abundance. How much is this incredible course? It is the bargain basement price of just $297 US or 2 monthly payments of $167. And I guarantee I will not be offering this at this price again. This is because it is brand new. I've never done it before. I'd love to get some testimonials and some feedback from you. But you are going to get so much value out of this course, being in this container, working with me, going through this process. And I would love to have you on board. Now, I don't have a sales page. So if you would like to explore this, if you want to come on board, then just email me. There's no obligation. I'm not going to lock you in just because you've sent me an email, but you can email me at the email that you received the notification about this call today. If you are watching on YouTube and you're going, oh my God, this is exactly what I need and I can't wait to join this course, then email me at M for Mary, V for Victor, two initials, MV, at Pitbull Mindset, PITBULLMINDSET.com. So MV at pitbullmindset.com. They're my initials, Marguerita Vorobioff. So that's it. That's my little pitch for today. So before we go, does anybody else want to work with me before I do a final exercise to wrap this up? If you'd love to give me some feedback in the chat, I'd love that as well. If you have found this valuable, if you've enjoyed it, if you've gotten some breakthroughs. Okay, all right. I don't see any hands going up. So, all right. So, great. Melissa's had a good time. So remember that it just takes one shift in perspective, one new understanding, one breakthrough, one letting go that can change your entire trajectory. Oh, beautiful blonde. That's so awesome. Lots of tears, yawns, lots of releases. Yay. Tamina said it was good. Good. Fantastic. Okay. So, anybody who's already in school, by the way, and wants to get into this program, I will suspend your payments for the school because the school platform is currently $47 a month. So if whatever you're currently paying for the school platform, I will suspend those payments or deduct them from the price of the program if you want to join the program. So yes, I just wanted to add that. So, what I'm going to do finally is I'm going to do an exercise to really help you to leave behind the past crap that is holding you back and standing in the way. So this is going to take about 10 minutes, but I want you to take a deep breath, close your eyes, be fully present in this moment right here, right now. Connect back in with your intention for today, with your vision for your future. Bring them into your field. And now set the intention to call forth all blocks, all limiting beliefs, all fears and doubts that are stopping you from realizing your vision, from stepping into your intention and making that your reality, from achieving the outcomes that you want, everything that is holding you back. Call it into this present moment. And I want you to see a hot air balloon around about 15 feet in front of you. It's anchored on all four corners to the ground. I want you to take all those fears, those blocks, those limiting beliefs, Put them into the balloon, the basket of the hot air balloon. Just put them all into the basket of the hot air balloon. Everything that is no longer serving you, put it into the basket. Okay, step back from the basket. On the ground, there's a great big pair of scissors. Pick up the scissors. Go to the rope that is anchoring the basket on the front left corner and cut that cord. Cut that rope. Now walk around to the diagonal opposite, so the back right corner, and cut that rope. Walk around to the back left corner and cut that rope. And now come to the front right corner and cut that rope. And watch as the balloon rises gently into the sky. It's clear blue sky. There's a gentle breeze blowing. And as it rises, taking all those fears, doubts, and limiting beliefs with it, it floats away in front of you into the distance, continues to float away. See it moving off into the distance, floating higher and higher. Eventually it floats over some mountains in the distance and disappears, taking all those fears, doubts, blocks, and limiting beliefs with it, never to be seen again. And now turn your attention inward. And I want you to see any hooks that have been hooked into you from your past. People who may have hooked into your energy field. See them all and pull them all out. Letting go of all those hooks. And once they're all pulled out, just see them being pulled away from you until they disappear. So they're no longer anywhere in your energy field. All the hooks are gone. And now, any ties to your past that no longer serve you, anything that is tied to you, anchored to you, any cords that you have been attached to people or events or situations in your past, cut them now. So you can pick up the scissors again and just cut all of them, all around you. Once all the cords are cut, just see them fall away, disappear. And put the scissors down and just be in that space. No tethers, no cords, no hooks, nothing anchoring you to your past. Be fully present to that new, unencumbered version of you. Taking a deep breath. And release it. And bringing your awareness and your attention back into this moment. So what matters now is the decisions and the choices that you make from this point forward. You are not limited by resources, just your resourcefulness. And every single result that you get is the consequence of the decisions and the choices that you make from this point forward. If you want this to be a changing day in your life, thank you, Dr. Phil, for that little phrase. If you want this from this point forward, if you want to transform your life, then make different decisions, make different choices, back yourself all the way, focus on that vision, that goal, that dream, make it non-negotiable, and choose to go all in until you make that your future reality. Because you are capable of achieving more than you ever imagined possible. So thank you. That was awesome. Okay, you're welcome. Thank you so much for coming to play. Without you, this would not be possible. So for those who made the time to be here, who made this a priority for yourself, well done and congratulations. You're very welcome. And if you would like to do this kind of work with me, this kind of intensive, this work is intense in a bubble, and you want to join me in Thrive, oh, I should have told you, it's going to start in a couple of weeks. So when you message me, I will give you all the details, all the dates, then, you know, and we can go from there. Like I said, just email me if you're interested, if you have any questions. And yeah, thank you, Christine. You're awesome too. You're all awesome. You're all amazing. You're all brilliant. You're all capable of so much more than you give yourselves credit for. Stop that shit. Whatever's holding you back, stop it. All right. I hope to see you in Thrive. I love you loads. And yeah, well done. Go forth. Be amazing. Do amazing things. Cheers, everyone.